Okay, so I kind of want to talk about what happened here yesterday. While I was doing my shift, it was normal every day. I decided to take a bathroom break like everybody normally does, right? So I'm in the restroom. Probably sorry about that, I had to shut that a little loud. I'd say about 3 minutes go by. I'm doing my business, right? As this lady, I hear first a big boom, boom, boom on the door, right? And I scream out, occupied, let the person know that I'm using the restroom. She comes back 1 minute later, starts pounding on the door again, and starts screaming at me, are you a bleeping customer? And I respond, no ma'am, I'm actually an employee. She continues to argue with me, trying to get me out of the restroom, saying that I'm done using the restroom when I went in there. It became eventually a huge argument to where she started recording me, threatening to pepper spray me, all because I was in the restroom. And she's doing this all behind closed doors. So I'm literally in the restroom, door closed. She's on the other side of the door, screaming her head off because I'm taking a shit while she needs to take a shit. So I tell her I'm an employee, which all it does is just rile her up even more. And I tell her, you don't know who the fuck you're messing with, ma'am. Leave me the fuck alone. I just want to poop. Please let me poop. And she wouldn't listen. So she kept going off. She eventually runs over to the office where my manager's at. I quickly wipe up, pull up my pants, and rush over to go and see if I can do something about the situation. Kind of angrily because, well, she was a jackass. And, like, you know, rushing me out of the restroom. So I run into the office and start confronting this lady, right? I start going off about how she needs to be patient, first come, first serve, let other people do their business in peace. And the whole time she was telling my other worker who was working with me that I should be fired, that I'm too rude, and she was screaming that if I'm really an employee, that I should be shitting on the street. I honestly should have started recording that lady back. That's a little bit of a thing nowadays. But just to give her teach her a lesson, get her face on the internet, people know who she is and it's not okay to treat people this way. She definitely had a decent amount of money from the way she was dressing and the way she was looking. It eventually gets to the point to where I can't really even handle it no more. She keeps going off and not listening. I keep trying to explain it to her how she's being rude and not a good person at the moment. So I take off and I let my coworker handle it from there. He go ahead and does all the complacent acts, what you're supposed to do, calm down the customers, send them on their way kind of shit. I come to find out later that this lady's not only banned again from doing this, but she was banned previously for these kind of actions in the past. Now, all I can really say about this is, if you know somebody's occupying a space that is for everybody to use, and it's a public facility, and it's their time to use it, be gentle, be kind, enunciate your needs, and respond receptively to what people tell you. let them know, hey, I really need to go to the bathroom. Any way we can pick this up? And they can say, it's occupied, I'll be out in like 5 minutes. And then that's when you accept those terms. Instead of whining about it like a little girl. Supposed to be a grown woman. But it's whatever. That's all I really wanted to talk about. Hope you guys have a wonderful rest of your day.